Hello, everybody, and welcome to, let's see, we're on Tuesday. Yeah, let's do Thor Day, maybe Thoth, some mystery, some collective reading, and maybe a little bit of history about some things. Who knows? Who knows what'll come up? So, my name's Fonnie D, and I've been slacking on my channel, and I know it. I know it. God knows it. We all know it. But I'm on again because I need to be. We're going through a lot of turmoil right now in the universe, and a lot of our us channelers and dreamers and energy, and we all have something. We just have to chill down and observe. So we are going to go through a collective reading that I am like this type of person that I try to do it real late at night. Everybody's sleeping about midnight. And I just go into a meditative state. I like Indian flute and I just pull the cards. I don't pull them, they fly out. Whatever comes out is what we need to hear as a collective because there's no sense of doing Leo and all this other because we all have houses and different moons, and I'm a moon in Scorpio and do. And so we're all a collective. We are all connected to the energy. So I just do the collective. It's easier, it's better. And I said to my husband, I'm just going to do a quick read, just a few cards. Ooh, boy, it isn't that quick. So let's get into this. We have to remember as above, so below. Uh, so within, so without. So we are the connections of heaven and earth through the stargate of our heart, because our heart right now is what matters, because that is where the Christ consciousness is, and that is where we are taking our journey together. Um, and I have figured out now why we have to kind of repeat ourselves in a way. It's like if we say it more than a few times, we get it. We say it more. We say more positive things because it's in our heart. If we're overdoing it with the negative and repeating it, you're basically dragging yourself and anybody around you down because you might feel that way, but that doesn't mean you're going to be that way. It's just you're having a really rough time right now. So we need to call forth within the light of source. I thought about it to myself. I says, they say ask and ye shall receive. Well, usually we just pray. I call it meditation, you call it prayer. I prayed, whatever. And you talk to the creator. You put the energy out in the ether and you get the questions and the answers from observing in silence a lot of times and listening. So we really need to listen more than we do. Um, and we need to thank our creator and ask them. The one time that I asked them, literally just asked, I'm like, I'm not going to pray. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I want you to go on my journey with me. I need you to go on a journey with me. And I want you to be with me and help me lose weight. Guess what? Month and a half, 2 months, I was down almost 50 pounds. But I took it seriously. I took what I said serious. I wasn't just putting it out into the energy field, laying on my butt and saying it will come. Now, because when you put it out in the ether and you want to manifest it, you also have to work it. It's a union. And that's what we need. That's what we really need in our lives. We're just not used to that. Thank you for standing at the forefront of my heart and mind. And that's what we need to be. Gratitude. Gratitude is just, we're not grateful enough. And even when I'm having not a good day and It's like I just want to cry and say, "What'd you do this to me for?" Like I used to. I say I am grateful for you showing me what I needed to see and hear. There might have been a different outcome. It might have been worse. We don't know. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of my soul. Because we do have our ancestors we need to listen to, and our soul that has taken over this avatar. Our avatar is fighting with our soul basically when we're doing this stuff. So our soul has to connect with our avatar and actually join forces with our energy, and we could be anything we want. Good. I welcome in the support of heaven, earth, and stars, light beings and beyond, and so it is. So yeah, I love some of these sayings. This is Gateway to Light Activation, and I will put the sayings out, and once in a while I will say them because I think they're beautiful, and I think we really need right now in our world that we're in, whether you're having a bad day, a horrible day, a sad day, a happy day, whatever it may be, stop for a minute and know that within your heart, you have a piece of all of us, including the Creator. So you are not alone. If you are having one of those bad days, take a break, go to the restroom, repeat to yourself, I'm okay. I'm good. This will be over soon. And be your support system because the creator will back that and you will feel the love in your heart of that creator being that is going to help you through this, plus the energy of your star family, your earth family, all of us. So we're going to get into the reading. I'm done blabbing. I got my coffee. I haven't laid out in the sun yet, which I'm going to because it is beautiful. And we really need the vitamin D, folks. We don't get enough of it with the medicine. And I know the vitamin D makes my body, my bones, my muscles, everything feel great. So try to get out in the vitamin D, the sun, and the sun is just beautiful. Okay, now we got a 31, which is a 4. Embrace change. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. That is what we're doing right now. We are looking forward and we are going through all these changes in our life. We are seeing the portals opening up. We're seeing the light come in. And we're feeling this. Look at how beautiful this card. It's like the energy is just bursting and you can feel it within your heart. All that energy from the moon, and you know deep down inside which way you want to go. You're not looking back. You're ready for this. You've been going on it. You've been working on yourself. I know I have. And that is a perfect, beautiful freedom card with all the birds flying through the light. It's like they feel free. I mean, could you imagine if we were flying right now? We'd feel so free. It'd be beautiful. And then we got the 37, which is 10. And that goes down to a 1. And I feel that 1 is a new beginning. And this is Crystal Ascension. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the Crystal Kingdom. I knew about the Crystal Kingdom because I started writing a book similar to that back in 87, 6. I have half of it done, and the reason I didn't finish it because I went blank on it. My life was going somewhere else at that point. But I know I always kept it in the background. So now that I'm getting all these crystals and the things, um, that I'm attuned to with the energy, it makes more sense now than it did a few years ago. And we got the water element 11, and that is a master number. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. And that's flowing like a dolphin around. That is flowing and letting things come forth and trusting in what you're going to do. So this was a perfect message because we are going through change and we can't look back because it's never going to be the same as it was. We're not going back to that. And once we become more attuned to the crystal energy around us and allow our body, mind, and spirit to flow, you don't realize the intuitive that is going to change your life in a good way. The telepathy oracle cards had a lot to say, and they bounced off of the embrace change, the crystal ascension, and the water element because it's asking you to trust. You need trust in a relationship for it to thrive. And the relationship is not just marriage, dating, it's family, it's our creator, it's our ancestors, it's our spirit guides, it's everything that is good. That is what, if you have any inkling that something is bad, do not trust it. That is not a trust issue. You will know, and that is common sense. You want to trust the energy that feels right, that flows, that feels beautiful, that makes your heart just vibrate because you're in the energy. And marriage come up. And what's interesting about that, I just said it might not be marriage. The marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. So this card was kind of interesting. It was kind of neat because it's like me and my husband are kind of opponents. I am totally into this, universal spiritual. He is not there yet. He is still in the other religious spiritual. So, but he's kind of got his foot in the door here and in there. And I kind of don't blame him because I have a little toe back in the religious part of it because the Bible did depict some beautiful stories. But are they true? Mm, I could say some of them could be. So, we have the marriage of the souls. And I like that because everybody goes for marriage from masculine and feminine, man and woman, blah, blah, blah. It isn't. Marriage of the souls is to wrap around each other, but yet use the component as a learning tool, not forcing, but a learning tool for each one. Be open, study, trust, marriage, and study. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Just said that. I mean, seriously, because the change that we move easily with confidence, we have to program that into our consciousness right now because we are not used to any of this. Okay, this is kind of telling us what the collective is feeling right now. Okay. Because these few cards that come out are just kind of framing it in. Now it's gonna still has a few pieces of the puzzle before we go to the Oracle Tarot reading. We have the Intuitive Whisper. And I thought it was interesting because we got another 17. Choose the card. And we got beautiful white wings up there, which is telling me that's our angel calling card. And that is a beautiful sign. And it's an 8, which is infinity. Clearing limited beliefs. We just talked about that. It is time to uncover your limiting beliefs that have kept you far smaller than you truly are. Spread your wings and learn to fly by letting go of the unnecessary thoughts that are weighing you down. In the first few years of your life, you made assumptions about yourself due to your external environment. You started unconsciously writing the story of who you are and believing it to be true before you were even fully developed. There are usually one or two primary beliefs that tend to stay with us throughout our lifetime. And until we are aware of them, they can direct our life choices. Common primary limiting beliefs are I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, I'm not attractive enough, and I'm not clever enough. I do not use those anymore. I try not to very, because that is just a negative state of mind. My husband, on the other hand, he could tell me everything about that, and I'm trying to bounce it off of him. It's not work. It works a little bit, but it's not working yet. Feel familiar. This card is here to remind you that your limiting belief is not true. It is only a thought, and you have the power to free yourself from it. How to clear limiting beliefs. Sit down and close your eyes. Take 5 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And that will also relax you. Bring your awareness to a goal you are trying to achieve in your life. A new job, a new relationship, a financial goal. And imagine this appearing in your life right now. As you visualize this, notice what limiting thoughts appearing in your mind that stop you from being able to achieve this goal. Once you have identified what is holding you back, notice if it feels familiar. It might be a primary limiting belief, and it's time to rewrite it. Use a counter belief to break the thought pattern. For example, if your belief is, I'm not clever enough, change it to, I am more than clever enough for this. Get your thoughts on your side, not working against you. I love this because it's right. We are working against ourselves when we talk ourselves down. I mean, sometimes we don't even need anybody else to do it. We're our worst enemy. So this was a beautiful reminder of that. And the next card that came out was the 3, the power of silence. And this is a divine message. The clearing limiting beliefs, cue the card number 17, really helped us out with that. They took codes and things that we would understand and cleared some of those limiting beliefs on some of us. We need more of us to realize what's going on in the world around you. And the power of silence, I was told by source about 4 or 5, I'd say 4 years ago, to observe. Do more observing than anything. And that is when I started meditating big time. And I started observing so much more. You know, when I'm outside in the sun, I'm listening to nature, birds, watching and listening and feeling it. Because that is a relaxing time. Look at her. She's just admiring the beauty in the day. How often are you in silence, existing in a place without the distraction of music, screen, work, or people? There is a deep internal power that can only be assessed from that silence. This is your intuition. Your intuition. We need to use our intuition. I keep saying that. It is always there, but it takes the discipline of consistent practice to become comfortable enough in the silence to hear it. If you're reading this card, take this as your first whisper to reconnect to the silence and listen at first. It might sound loud. The mind will try to find any way to distract you, creating to-do lists and replaying events, but you must preserve at the other side of the chatter is a powerful silence. And from within that silliness, your inner confidence will begin to come through. I love that because I cannot stand, literally, drives me crazy, somebody talking real fast at it. I don't understand what they said. I blank it out and I don't care. If you're going to talk like a nut, I didn't need to hear it, I guess. Stores told me I just didn't need to hear it. I said, that's what it is. I've learned how to tune a lot of stuff. And I think that is a good thing. Okay, we've got one of my favorite is Magical Spiritual Oracle, and this is such a shot at like a shocker cards. These will tell you exactly what they want to tell you. And that's why I love it so, because they're whimsical, but yet they get to the point. Number 39. And that's 12. That's another 3. Most of these are very divine messages, and we really need to listen to what the message is because each of us are hearing something different, but that's good because that's the collective working. She says, oh, I don't break that easy. Not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. She's reading a book and she's actually flipping us off. The Alchemist. Empowerment, pain, sorceress, heart. I light the spark of power and strengthen within my heart. We have to quit judging people. Just because they are not holy rollers in church every weekend, that doesn't mean they don't believe in something good. The hero's path, the gaining of strength, path of empowerment, heartbreak, challenge, trauma, being underestimated, failure. Why should we let these things keep us down instead of seeking to use them as opportunities to overcome, to make ourselves proud, to strengthen our minds, to become a higher human and learn from them? This is the path of the hero. This is the path that you want to be on. Instead of letting the darkness win, the hero chooses to pursue the ultimate alchemy, turning pain into power. Not everyone is capable of this level of sorcery. For some, pain is very great and penetrates the darkness to the core of their being. Only soul and stubborn persistence can undo a curse like that. But the power does indeed exist within all of us. A hero can still grieve, fall into darkness, give up, fall again, lose hope, seek help, or honor their natural emotions. The difference is that they don't stay here in the darkness. Why would they? What would come out of it? What good would that do to the hero or another or anyone else? So they keep trying, the persistent. They light up the darkness within their heart again, even if little by little, bit by bit, with the magic of faith and sometimes the aid of others. They choose to fight on for the light of the world, refusing to let the dark side win and become more powerful. This is how we change the world. Healing ourselves heals others, which heals the soul of the world. At the end of the day, finding meaning is what happens, and having a purpose is unbelievable. Empowering, this is what fuels our power. This is a love spell that we cast upon our own hearts. It is healing. There's a big difference between having self compassion and endlessly feeling sorry for ourselves. Falling into the bottomless pit of victimhood is to become the soul that is lost in the place where no light can reach, no tree can grow. That's kind of scary because there is people out there that are like that. Cast a spell of light and empowerment upon your own heart and the heart of another. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and set the intention that a blessing of light, faith, and strength will prevail from a place of power, optimism, and love for yourself and the other person you have in mind. Cast this spell on someone who is struggling and could use some empowerment. Light activity activates more light. You know, I have felt like that so many times, like a month ago. I was in the coffee cup, and it was like I kept going around like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and I'd slow down, and then all of a sudden it'd spin again. And I was going through another dark night of the soul in the now time. And I had a hard time pulling myself out of it, but I did. I had to work on it. I had to observe, had to go into quietness, and I had to listen to some people and talk my way back into what I needed to do. We all have that. We just do. And I'm glad I did this reading today because this is a beautiful reading and I needed it too. Okay, one more and then we're going to go. Oh no, we got stars. Okay, two more, excuse me. And then we're going to go into the reading, the main reading for the collective and a fly. So this is the Gateway of Light activation, and I love Kyle Gray. He's one of my favorites. Solar light upgrade, solar plexus, chakra, inner fire, and willpower. What I was just talking about. Luckily, I am a Leo, and I'm a fixed sign, and I have a lot of willpower because I needed it. For the dark night of the soul, you really need a lot of willpower. And for life, basically, daily living, you need a lot of willpower. Positive pumps. The solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instinct, and on an energetic level, our willpower and drive. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes an infinitive well of light. In the pit of our being, this is a source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities we have today. Place both of your hands on the pit of your stomach, breathe to them. Visualize a great fiery light switching on. Call your solar power up and out. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with project goals and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, You are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open, like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived. It's here in your now. I just, you feel it. You just like want to feel like a superstar, something like that. Yeah. Okay, we got the Starseed Oracle. I'm gonna take another sip of my caffeine because I really need it because I had to go to the doctor with my husband today and I didn't get enough coffee. Okay, we're kind of split up, but we still live together, unfortunately. But it's all good. The Starseed Oracle, I remember Soul Plane, Fate, Life versus the Destiny of Life. We have to remember, because nothing is new under the sun. We've been here, done that before, and we've got to remember the best part of us because that's the part that's going to get us higher up the beautiful energy levels. There was a moment before you were born when you choose the conditions of the life you're living right now. When you plot out these exact moments along the timeline of your life, we live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fate life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one your soul chooses. And it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fate life, to trust the path your soul is calling you towards, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroad at a moment when you're being called to make a decision to keep walking the perfectly laid out plan and path before you choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life's journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. What are you being called to do? Surrender to your soul's plan. I remember. And the bottom is 77. I remember 77. I was just talking about 77 last time. 77 was a really hard year, and for my family anyway. And I know that they changed the frequency of music back in the 70s. And a lot of things change, like I said. So the 77 is kind of interesting, and it's a power number. So, okay, here we go. This is the Oracle Tarot. I only use the tarot for clarifying the Oracle. I like Oracle better. Now, the Dreams of Gaia was I love this, but it hasn't been screaming at me. It hasn't been talking to me a lot, but it screamed today, and I know why now. This card is great. It's the Five of Air, and it's conflict between reality and belief, which that's at the point where we are. A time of honesty, let go of illusion and pretense, face a painful reality. You are not alone. Advice and constructive criticism are not a personal attack. Drop the mask, reveal your true self, forgive others for wearing their mask. Conflict between what is real and what is believed. It addresses a need to be honest and the courage to let go of self-deception that is being held onto in order to hide and protect from a painful reality. This painful reality may be one that we choose to deny, but even so, its influence can still create dissonance in our lives and work in a coercive manner that gives rise to conflict through a desire to avoid and procrastinate and eventually self-sabotage of our creative endeavors. It can also manifest in a desire to withdraw and separate ourselves from those who love us. Plus it's self-esteem and everything. I mean, we have to take the mask off. Sooner or later, you have to show the real you. And a lot of times when people are wearing the mask, they just don't want to deal with it. They just want to live happy. They don't want to know. They don't care. But sooner or later, you could be flying blind like you are right now with the mask on. And then you take the mask off and you wonder what the hell happened. So you have to go through change, and we have to, even if you have to gradually take the mask off to handle the stuff, you got the golden dragonflies around and they've got energy through them, the beautiful gold with the white flower, the mask and the feathers and the beads. See, she could even if she didn't like her eyes or whatever, she still has to take the mask off. So she did take the mask off, but she just still doesn't want to see. Okay, you can see her face, but she don't want to see. And when they don't want to see, you gotta remember the Queen of Swords came out on this one, and that's resilience. See, kind of look at this. Blindfolded, don't want to see the danger around. See, she's got the mask there. She's got the sword here because she's ready for it. But she left the mask on. She don't have it. She sees the sharks around. This one don't. She's envisioning butterflies and dragonflies, and the resilience in deep down inside, because she didn't take the blindfold off, is you can't see the sharks circling around you. Perfect. That really was a perfect card. And I only got one card out of the Dreams of Gaia, so that was really perfect. Now, we did have some of the Enchanted Map Oracle come out, which I like this one too, and Strength come out. And that does not surprise me. I mean, come on. We're talking about strength. She's holding the world with one hand. She's trying to rescue, catch the leaves, and she's really has her true strength. It comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. Reliance with the mask on. So they still haven't trusted the strength they have. Now the strength is coming out and saying, well, wait a minute. This is the strength to accomplish even the most daunting task is yours at this time. You can connect with the channel and power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections become more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember the real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. See the strength come out, and kind of remembering, they're remembering and they're worried, like Okay, I'll take my mask off, but I'm still gonna keep this on because I'm afraid. And this one is, she's like, oh my God, I see the sharks. Holy crap. And I'm gonna show the strength. I'm gonna show the strength, and I'm just not gonna worry about the sharks. I can see them, and they're just gone. We need the strength to get through this. Seriously. And we got the King of Pentacles, which is trust. We had trust before. Trust is very important in this awakening. Protect what is yours while helping others on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success brings. This is money, protection, power, loyalty, stability, leadership, and commitment. You trust, but you still have to be careful on who you're trusting. Your common sense will tell you uh, if you could trust that person or not. So you have to also listen to your common sense. Now, we got a 14, which is a 5, which is change, and it's ride the wave. Right now, success is easy and effortless. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Now that you're definitely on the right path. And another clarifier come out on that one, and it did not surprise me. Right, what are we riding the wave for? 16, a 7, destruction, a tower moment. Surrendering to the universe, give up control, and begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, or living. You now have the freedom to start over and a strong foundation on which to rebuild whatever has fallen. Breakdown, endings, chaos, surrender, breakthroughs, beginnings, and enlightenment. I'll tell you exactly what this is. This is the destruction of the old money system, the old government, the old world of corruption. That is what this is. This is for them. For us, it is learning, it's studying, it's strengthening, it's loving, it's opening, it's doing all kinds of things. It's accepting the future that we're going into, the amazing future that our Creator has for us. We just have to get through what we went through with this life. And we just have to work on it. Because there's been a lot of, let's just say, devious kind of things going on. And we just got to really be careful on who we're listening to and what we're doing. I think that we are all, anybody who's been listening to this is on a good path. They're working it. And I feel that some people are confused, and it's okay. You're still working it. You're still trying to bring the love and change the corrupt programming that we've all had. And it's going to be hard because we have been programmed most of our lives. All of our lives, basically. By 7, you're pretty much programmed into the indoctrination. Once you start going to school, you start lining up like prison and eating at lunch and doing the things that they're doing, and they're not teaching them anything. Columbus discovered America and ate with the Indians or something. He didn't discover nothing. They just want to put a grandio on it and tell us that. Or they want to keep us in order and make us fear. That's not what we want to do. We don't want to do anything bad to anyone. That is the number one universal: do not harm. Do no harm. Okay, I think everybody should go out and have a beautiful Tuesday. It's beautiful down here in Florida. It's in the 80s, nice breeze. I'm gonna go lay in the sun and get some sun. And then I'm gonna do some other things. Just do some earthing, barefooted, and get out in life and just live a little bit, huh? Sound good? Alrighty then. Like I always say, may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? I think I forgot this the other day, which I always say. So I got to do a double. Maybe I'll do a triple. Just be you. Just be the beautiful you. Just be the beautiful, unique, one of a kind you. And just go have a beautiful day. Make it magical.